How's it going, guys? My name is Ben, and these are 21 things you didn't know about Minecraft. Everyone needs a furry companion, but losing one will make you Alt F4 the game quicker than I can say. But did you know that you can tell a wolf's health by looking at its tail? As you can see, his tail is down, but by feeding him food, he will regain health, and you will tell because his tail is up. You can actually shoot in between honey blocks when they're pressed up together because there is a 2-pixel gap in between the blocks, and that is where the transparent part is. So you can actually shoot in between them. If you've come across a parrot in a jungle, you might be eager to go ahead and feed it a cookie. However, I would advise against that, seeing as it unfortunately will poison them. If you wear a dragon head while walking around, the mouth will actually move up and down, which is both cool and a little bit scary. You might have come across a desert temple before and looked up into the second floor and wondered why it is the shape it is. Well, one, it's a pyramid, but two is that it's actually the perfect size for a fully powered beacon. One Minecraft day is equivalent to 20 real-life minutes. You can launch fireworks from a crossbow by loading them into your offhand. You can then load them into the crossbow, make sure that they have firework charges if you want them to do damage, then simply shoot at your target and watch them explode. This feature is exclusive to Bedrock Edition, but by inputting this command, it will give you a secret spawn egg, which is an NPC. By placing down the NPC, you get access to this whole new world of dialogue options and a bunch of new customizations. This is super useful for map making. Using a splash potion of healing on undead enemies will actually harm them, and in a similar vein, using damage potions will actually heal them. Next time you find yourself at the bottom of the ocean, make sure to have some magma on hand so you can set it down and you can shift on it. That way you regain your air bubbles without taking damage. This house is incredibly important to me. It took me hours to build, so I don't want to lose it. So what I'm going to do is set down an item frame, then place a locator map in the item frame, and this will mark it on the map. So that way when I walk away and I go find some things out in the open, I can come back to my base because I know exactly where it is because it is marked on the map. Did you know that you can actually save dye by dyeing your sheep instead of your wool products? So because the sheep is red, when we shear him, we're actually going to get red wool, and this guy is going to continue producing red wool. I have always hated the way that sunflowers looked because they always point in one direction. But in this case, that is actually useful because the sunflower will always point in the eastward direction, meaning that you always know which way is east. This is super helpful if you ever get lost, and it's also incredibly useful if you need to build something in a certain direction. There are also 2,700 different species of tropical fish, which just makes these coral reefs look absolutely incredible. Did you know that there is an entire gene system for pandas? These things are probably one of the most complicated things behaviorally in the game. They all have unique traits and abilities, and of course, there's this little sniffly boy over here. He just needs a little bit of a hug. If you go to sleep with a tamed cat nearby, not only will he sleep at your feet, but he will also leave you a gift in the morning. There's a 70% chance of this happening. So as you can see, he brought us a feather. What a good little boy. You can actually fly while it's raining. All you need is a riptide trident, and then simply look up to the skies and cast your trident. And this definitely works significantly better when you have an elytra. Cause yeah, that works. If you're ever clearing out a large body of water with sponges, instead of drying them out in a furnace, simply place them inside of the nether, and this will instantly dry them out, leaving you with perfectly dry sponges. So I highly recommend having a nether portal nearby. In the 1.20 update, 1.5 block crouching was introduced, so now you're able to crouch underneath of half slabs and stay crouched, meaning that you can live out all of your, little gremlin desires. If you find a drowned with a trident, instead of killing him to get the trident, simply throw a nautilus shell at his feet and he will give you the trident. And just go ahead and collect it. Now this is very advantageous because not only do you get a trident, but it is also perfect durability all the time, whereas if you kill him, then of course it would have damage. If you happen to come across a dolphin in the ocean, go ahead and give him a raw cod and he will lead you to the nearest point of interest. That could be shipwrecked, a ruined treasure, or just simply a ancient ruin. Now you have to keep feeding him raw cod if you're going to want him to keep showing you. It looks like he's swimming down here, so what are we going to get? And it looks like we have an ancient ruin, or whatever they're called, these little things. And those are 21 things you didn't know about Minecraft. Hopefully you guys liked this one. This is the first time I've done anything like this, and if you did, then go ahead and show your support by liking the video and subscribing. My name is OneUpMC, and I will catch you guys in the next one.